Nanyosha mikono yangu juu, naisifu nchi yangu maarufu. Nanyosha mikono yangu juu, naisifu nchi yangu maarufu. Hello, hello Tanzania. Hello, hello.
Good morning and good day or good afternoon or good evening actually to all the SMART partners and CPTM members. Today is Friday 14th of November and we are rapidly reaching the deadlines for various undertakings that we are doing together in relation to the annual general meeting, the 19th annual general meeting of the Commonwealth Partnership for Technology Management Limited, which will take place on 2nd of December in the afternoon at the CPTM Smart Partners Hub in London, as well as virtual for all those who are not necessarily physically placed in the hub, but they are placed virtually in the CPTM hub overall. There are also a number of issues that we would want the SMART partners get together of those who are going to join us before the AGM. There are a number of issues that we might be able to deal with together with, again, as far as possible, everybody else who is an active CPTM Smart Partner member. Now, the overall program for the Smart Partners Get Together was probably one of the most, and still is, difficult things to set up because we do have 1 day and a half. I do know that last year when we got together before the AGM for the extended get-together, a proper think tanking, we've been trying to understand thinking slow and thinking fast, as well as a number of other ideas of that nature. But the 1 day and a half that we have this year available, I think will give us quite an opportunity to come up with some new dynamics that usually we do in relation to Smart Partners interactions. So obviously the main issues that everybody is dealing with are connected with the CPTM Smart Partnership Way and technological change for nations to succeed. Those matters are being taken forward from the dialogue in Dar es Salaam in 2013, which His Excellency President Kikwete has been, together with his colleagues, trying to put them on the agenda of the CPTM Smart Partnership movement. And since then, on the way towards the next Smart Partnership dialogues, international dialogues, South Africa, as well as Malaysia, a number of national activities have been taking place. And one of them is taking place right now in Lesotho. There is a national dialogue that the National Smart Partnership Hub put together in the context and at the moment of their preoccupations. So hopefully they will be very successful. Therefore, I'm very happy to say that a few of the leading smart partners who have been concerned with national activities, they've been very active, starting with obviously Namibia, they will be part of the discussions we will have at the hub. The group will be again, and we are very honored for that, led by the Deputy Prime Minister. And one of the main reasons why we are very happy that they will be part of us in a larger number is to try to see if one can identify the lessons or the secret of their kind of sudden, although worked at quite a long time, successful launch of an engagement of the entire country into smart partnership for their national vision. So the key will be lessons from, and it is from actually smart partnership type of links and networks that we are able within the countries to engage around specific real-time problems, either in relation to central bank governors, connected with Bureau of Standards, connected with technology institutions, and of course all of them connected with national planning processes and delivery, as well as of course visions. So the smart partnership links are very much connected to networks also. The visions are connected to longer term and patterns of development. And all this obviously makes what we call an aspiration toward a smart nation or smarter nations. And as we know, the international smart partnership dialogues take that forward, and there is the aspiration of building a smarter globe. Now, all these are being commitments which are related to the manifesto of the CPTM Smart Partnership Movement, and which since 1995 and particularly 1997 we have been as a group and supported by CPTM in particularly aiming to achieve. Of course, the group since 1995 emerged from a network of leading science advisors and permanent secretaries and cabinet secretaries and heads of government were preoccupied particularly with putting on the map science, technology, economic development and socio-economic transformation in their own countries. And that started in 1984, so the idea of 1984 to 2014 and beyond, which we will also try to look into at the 1st or 2nd of December, it means that there are about 30 years of building up a network and a movement backed up by the Commonwealth Partnership for Technology Management since 1995. So those will be some of the preoccupations in a 1 day and a half. For that purpose, we would have a number of smart partners also joining us, in addition to Namibia, from Botswana, from Lesotho, from Swaziland, from those active countries, from Uganda, from Malaysia, from Barbados and Antigua, and from UK, Australia. There will be a more limited number because of the various issues that they were raised in relation to having the meeting in London. But also we would have a number of very special guests. We would have Professor Yanir Bar-Yam, who is the founder of and president of the New England Complex Systems, and hopefully we will be able to celebrate the beginning of the next 30 years in in style, one would say, to try to elevate our understanding of networks and towards global civilizations, together with the various preoccupations and new understandings that complex systems give us. And we'll have Professor David Donovich from Leeds, who again is very preoccupied lately, in the last so many years, and lately of how to learn and pass on policy, how to transfer, is it possible to transfer? So that's terribly essential for us too. We'll have leading kind of founders also of a number of parliamentary scientific committee or Institute of Government, and of course some latest edge technology and updates, both on graphene or wearable technologies. Our chairman obviously will lead the annual general meeting, and together with the colleagues on the board will also will initiate the celebration for 30 years anniversary of the network, which will start from December, 2nd of December, up to next year, when we'll meet again for the AGM. If you have any suggestion how should one celebrate, or what initiatives one should have by the way of 30 years from 2nd of December onwards, please send them to me, and Oma, our chairman, will be adding them to those that we already started. Please do not forget the deadlines for proxies, as well as deadline for if you wish to participate in live stream or you want to be in touch with us, being part of the small team at the hub, a small group at the hub, with Joseph Fernando, who is the head of Smart Communication Unit. What has happened lately in the last week? Well, a number of things took place, but just to say that APEC in Asia took place, very important. G20 in Brisbane, again quite useful to add. There is a Commonwealth Science Council conference that is taking place in Bangalore, and there will be a biennial hopefully from there onwards. And Tan Sri Zakri, the current science advisor of Malaysian Prime Minister, will be representing CPTM and all of us there. Yesterday there was a most interesting, yet another gathering of chief scientific advisors in Britain at the Royal Society, and also on international standard organizations. Our colleague Daniele Gerundino will have had a most interesting and premiere, I suppose, interaction between CERN, the well-known scientific organization in Geneva, and international standards. So finally, Sridhar Ramphal, the Secretary General of the Commonwealth Secretariat, was most revered, and to whom we also owe the understanding of this new type of Commonwealth cooperative framework that CPTM and Commonwealth Science Council put on the map. Launched his book on Sridhar Ramphal, Glimpses of Global Life. And finally, probably something which is very much connected to what we're looking for, but again, the Web for Interdisciplinary Research Expertise, one of our group that we are together with from Geneva, they shared with us their latest abstract called The Future is Ours, and I thought it's quite proper to mention about it for the next 30 years that we are aiming to move on. And obviously, although those who will not be at the hub in December will not be able to put some of these reading tips in the new CPTM Smart Partners bag, the green bag, which is already launched and ready for smart partners who will be participating in the international dialogue in South Africa. I'm sure there are plenty of them. When the South African dialogue will take place, which most likely will be at the end of April, everybody will have one. So all the best, and don't forget the Proxy's deadline, please. And also any ideas you would like to have, although you might not be physically present, you will be able somehow to be with us otherwise. So all the best.